Hey guys, I just wanted to take a quick second and explain how Fortress clothing actually works. I made an illustration for you guys here so you can see how it does such an amazing job of keeping you warm. First off, you can see that in the illustration, it's intended as a mid layer. So we have your body creating heat and moisture. And the goal here is to keep the moisture away from us while trapping the heat in. So what's the big deal with the moisture? Why is that such an important factor? Well, water conducts heat and cold approximately 25 times better than air. So if we trap that moisture in next to our skin, the cold air goes right through to us. Fortress clothing is designed to actually repel that water away from you while sealing in the heat from your body. So let's dig into this. As you see, you have your body creating heat and moisture, and it is recommended that you wear a base layer made from nylon or polyester. Then you have a breathable mesh layer on the Fortress clothing. Then the next layer is the insulation layer. That's what traps all the heat in. And that insulation layer actually repels water also, so it's actually pushing the moisture out away from you. After that, on the Fortress clothing, you have the wind-resistant shell, and that just keeps the wind from moving that warm air that is trapped in the insulation out, so keeps it all next to you. After that, it's recommended that you wear an outer shell. Hey guys, Tanner Boone here. I'm out here shed hunting. It's a great, super nice day out, and it's in the middle of February. Anyhow, I just thought I'd take a second and do a gear review for you of Fortress clothing. Yeah, I've been super impressed with it. As you guys saw in the intro videos and stuff, how it works. Now you know kind of the science behind it. Now we can get into the more hands-on practical app stuff of what I've been doing with it. I've used it in a wide range of temperatures. The coldest day that I used it in was about 3 degrees, but I wasn't out there that long, so I don't know if that's a fair assessment. So probably the coldest that I actually wore it in for an extended period of time was around 7 degrees. And I honestly can truly say I stayed warm the entire time, no issues. I didn't have a big coat on over it, you know, it was just a light coat. Yeah, it functioned flawlessly. And then probably the worst weather-wise that I've had it in, temperature aside, was on a duck hunting trip. I'll throw a video up here, but just to set the stage for you guys, it was probably about 34 degrees, 33, somewhere around there. You know, just right above freezing all day. But what made it bad was it was about 20-mile-an-hour wind, and most of the day it was raining. And all I wore, guys, was just the polyester t-shirt, the Fortress mid layers, and rain gear. And I stayed more than comfortable the entire day. Yeah, it's amazing, guys, how this stuff works. It truly does do exactly what all the other advertisements and videos say that it does. But yeah, so that's kind of the range of, well, sorry, I've also used it in higher temperatures, you know, good days. Like, actually today is probably the warmest I've used it in. I'm guessing somewhere around 55 degrees right now. It's sunny out, you know, I've been hiking, and had to shed this layer, the outer layer, a couple times, but as far as the Fortress clothing goes, it's kept me comfortable the entire time. Doesn't matter if I'm sweating or whatever. So yeah, it truly does work, guys. So I was just in the middle of my review there, guys, and had an interruption, right? You're out here in the hills, you think you're probably all alone, and up over the ridge, I've actually had 2 interruptions. First was a dog, and now some more people. So it just goes to show you never know what you're going to run into. But anyhow, we'll just start back at you know what all comes with the bug out bag. So everything in the bug out bag fits in this compression sack. It's got a waterproof material you know, it's not meant to be submerged, but you know, if it's strapped on the back of your pack and it rains, no big deal. As long as it's not, you know, super downpour, you'll be all right. So that's nice. That's handy to have. This stuff, one thing I should say about the Fortress gear, it works great for backpacking and stuff because it's super lightweight, and even when you compress it, it still holds its form. I mean, you give it a shake or two and you're good to go. I don't even know if you need to do that. It pretty much holds its form all the time. So that's really nice. So yeah, you got that, and then we'll just start at the head and work our way down. Yeah. So here's the headpiece here, you know, Velcro, so you can adjust it for different sizes. Yeah, put it on, show you how that works. So one thing I like about this versus some other headgear that I have, you know, balaclavas and all that, is a lot of times they just have a little cutout, or you know, maybe even just holes drilled in, like I have a neoprene one. And I never really like that, guys, because as you're breathing, it can restrict your breathing, but beyond that, it also just builds up condensation in there. So this is nice since it's open. You won't get that condensation buildup, and being that it's Fortress clothing, you won't get the condensation buildup. So win-win there. You know, it keeps your ears covered, which is what gets coldest fastest. And then the most interesting part that you guys are probably wondering about is what this is all about. So this is just the windproof shell that's on the rest of the gear. But what you do is you unzip your jackets and you tuck it in, and what that does is it just traps the heat from escaping out your collar. It's just wasted energy when it escapes, so you might as well trap it in there and put it to good use. And so that's what that's all about, guys. Much the same as like a scarf or something of that nature. So there's the headgear for you. Moving on from there, you got the ruggedized mittens. The mittens have this kind of a rubbery palm and finger area just for durability. Now the nice thing is these aren't one size fit all. You know, it's kind of more of a small, medium, large type concept, and it tells you how to measure it when you're ordering, so don't worry about that. If you don't know your size, that's not a big deal. Just follow the directions. I didn't know mine. These fit just fine. I just followed the directions like it says. And then of course you got the straps so you can tighten them once you put them on and keep it cinched down. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not, but it's kind of sleeved, if you will, so that'll help keep snow and stuff out. So yeah, there's the mittens. Moving on from there, the jacket. So like I said, this is supposed to be a mid layer. Now you can wear it just by itself, you know, but it's intended to be a mid layer, so that's what I'm doing here. I really don't even need this on, but for demonstration purposes, you know. So yeah, we'll get to the jacket here. So one thing you'll see right away is it's got the drawstrings, so you can tighten it up, you know, however you deem necessary. It's handy to have these pockets. You know, most of the time I'll just wear this by itself if I'm not worried about, you know, abrasions or anything like that. If I'm just walking around the house or whatever, or taking it outside, going to get the mail, whatever it be, I'll just throw this on. So it's kind of nice to have the pockets. Yeah, it's got these V cutouts on the side just for flexibility and movement. And then the one thing that you might not notice when you're just watching though is this is actually longer than most jackets. And the whole reason for that is when you bend over and stuff, you know, you get wind blowing up your back if you have a short jacket. So this is, you know, lower, keeps that wind from blowing up your back, and anybody that works outside will appreciate that. Yeah, so moving on from there, I intentionally didn't put the pants on, not because I didn't want to wear them, just simply because it makes for an awkward review when you're undressing in front of the camera. So I'll just show you the features here. All this stuff is pretty much the same material and insulation and all that. But so the features with the pants, double buttons there, so that's nice. You know, I hate when you have a single button and let's say it's, you know, right after the holidays or whatever, and start tugging a little more on there, things tend to pop, so that double button's nice. But this is my favorite part. It actually has some elastic with Velcro and a nice big wide section of Velcro here so that you can tighten it or loosen it depending on how, you know, however you need, depending on your amount of clothes you're wearing, etc. And it's got it on both sides, so it's an even pull all the way around. So that's super nice, guys. Yeah, there's the pants. And then last but not least, the hot socks. Now, when I was ordering, I was trying to figure out what the intention of the hot socks is. You know, do they replace socks? You know, can I wear them with my tennis shoes? I doubt it, you know. And so basically, guys, what the hot sock is a boot liner for snow packs, you know, those type of things. Anything with a removable liner, you can put these in there and keep your feet warm all day. You can, if you're just wearing them around the house or whatever, you can wear them just like a slipper. They got the same rubberized heel and sole, so that's nice. One thing I want to say about these is these things are by far the best liners I've ever had. I have some white snow packs, which are, you know, well known to be good snow packs and whatnot, and I've had 2 different liners for them, and my feet freeze every time I'm in the snow. You know, they'll last for an hour or 2, and then they're pretty well done. I don't know what it is about me, but my feet get cold easy, and these have by far outperformed all the other snow packs or liners, I should say, that I've tried. So I've been super happy with them. I've used them all year long, or all winter long, I should say. So that's been really nice. That about sums it up for what all is in the kit, guys. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you other than it's a great product and you really ought to try it out if you're thinking about it. This can be useful for anybody that is outside in the cold. You know, sports fans. I'm a huge outdoor guy, as you probably figured. Snowmobiling, skiing, prepper gear, and it's also just a great thing to keep in your trunk or in the back seat of your truck, you know, whatever, just for preparedness. You know, you never know when you're going to get stranded, and this stuff could save your life. You know, one of the biggest things if you get lost or stranded in the winter is just staying warm, you know, and this definitely fits the bill there. Conserves your energy because you don't have to exert so much keeping warm. So yeah, check it out, fortressclothing.com. Thanks for watching.